watch any of them, and I don't care.
I'm vengeance.
And hello to this camera, and welcome back.
No, that's whack.
Give me more, man.
And then he goes, fuck. Where were we even going?
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Comics and Cold Ones, the podcast no one asked for, but we keep filming for you every week anyway. So this week, we're going to do something a little different. Just going to be a smaller episode this week. And we're gonna start changing this format up a little bit each week. If you want to explain a little more.
Yeah, we're gonna shorten it down a bit here. We've chatted about it a bit.
It's a new year and we're revamping just because we want.
It's not a revamp; it's a retool.
We're spicing things up and we're gonna be more entertaining.
We're realigning our work here. There's a lot of. We're gonna have some changes coming up. We're gonna step away from the
News.
longer. Hour to 50 minutes to hour long podcast format that we have right now, and instead we're gonna try to do like two videos a week instead of the one episode, and we might do a discussion like this where we talk about some like the higher priority news stuff, and then also some other game like fun thing along the way. Or we might do two games. We might do we're shorter videos to get you guys like some more
more entertaining,
higher quality if we can do that rather than the longer.
We're gonna have production
style thing.
And if you guys
props and shit
want the longer videos to come back, just feel free to let us know. We're open, but as of now, this is what we're gonna be doing.
And for all the people that watch our TikToks and stuff, we're still gonna be doing guest the characters and everything on there all the time too. That's not going away.
Oh, this light is off. Yeah, good eye, good eye. There we go.
I am production.
Oh, it looks better already.
There we are.
I am production manager. Yeah. So games, fun things
Coming soon to
we're
a theater
leaning.
near
We're
you.
leaning more into the I don't know what you want to call it.
Fun
side of the internet.
Yeah, a little more engaging kind of work rather than just
Sitting on our asses talking
idiots.
shit. We're done talking shit.
We're gonna put in some work.
Anytime there is a big topic, like they said, though, you will still hear us complain about it.
But today we're gonna talk shit.
Today we got some shit.
Yeah, not a lot. This will be a short one.
So what do you want to talk shit about today, Jeremy?
Not a lot of news. There's not a lot of news. This is partially why we're getting out of the journalism side of things. Is because you can't rely on news happening every week. So we're gonna be fun on the bun.
Only so many times you can talk about the fantastic forecasting.
Which they are.
If I
That
never
was a good call. That.
if I never,
Must be 17 times.
They are. Fun
If I never
fact:
talk
they are
about it.
still casting for that movie.
Yeah.
Penn Badgley's not signed on yet. Today this is more of a discussion than a news thing. We're going to talk about cameos in movies and shows, and whether it's being overutilized now for no good reason.
kind of ruining
And the reason,
aspects of it.
yeah. So this, I think, probably started with No Way Home. I would say, right? I think it's fair. If you can go before that, then hit me with it.
I mean, Marvel's been
Because this was
having
the big one.
They've been having but I think the problem that's occurred with cameos is that it's like what people are waiting for now.
are expecting.
There's no story. Like
Yeah.
nobody's like, oh, like I can't wait to see
I
what
don't-
this happened. What
Yeah.
happens in this? Because there's two things that really brought this to my attention. So the big rumor right now is that Armor Wars and one of the Avengers movies are going to bring back Robert Downey Jr.
The Secret Wars.
It probably is the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Armor Wars is the big one people are looking at because everyone's like, oh my god, obviously it makes sense.
There's a rumor for Evans coming back for SecretArs 2.
Yeah, right now Secret Wars is like wide
Just-
open.
They're
So
like,
I
he's
don't
coming
even
back.
take Secret Wars seriously for anything. But the fact they said Armor Wars kind of got me. Because you don't need Robert Downey Jr. in that to make it good. There's a reason that they killed him off. Because you need stakes. You need to have some shit going on. And if you bring him back, then it's like, okay, like, nobody's off the table.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. That made everybody cry. And now you're going to bring him back because it's an
Because it'll
Iron
put
Man-
people in seats.
Yeah.
It's an Iron Man related movie. You don't have to do it. The other thing that made me think of this is that Multiverse of Madness was originally a Scarlet Witch solo movie
Yeah.
and instead became a Doctor Strange cameo-filled
movie.
parody.
I
Multiverse of Madness would have worked so much better if it focused on Scarlet Witch. Like, if that's what they want to do, is fucking do this, then, like, give her some care. But instead, they gave a Doctor Strange titled movie and split it 75-25 with Scarlet Witch and Strange.
Originally, the Doctor Strange movie was supposed to be him fighting Nightmare. It
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to have anything to do with
There was,
Scarlet
like-
Witch.
And then there was that, and then there was also this Scarlet Witch movie.
Yeah.
And I think she was going to be in the Doctor Strange movie,
yeah.
but she was going to be good. And then we see her kind of twist
Turn.
Flip.
around the end, and that's what the follow up,
Yeah.
I believe, was.
So it wasn't
focused on.
like Doctor Strange. I don't think was supposed to. Doctor Strange 2 was not supposed to be the Multiverse of Madness. It was supposed to be Doctor Strange, whatever.
Yeah.
But Nightmare was originally. Who was the old one? Scott Derrickson, right?
Yeah.
So he was the original director, and he wanted to do the horror thing, and they didn't fully like that, and they didn't want to use Nightmare because they wanted cameos. They wanted
The thing is,
Oops.
oops.
No, go.
The thing is that they're trying to prepare us for the multiverse saga.
Boys are ready. Been ready.
We're ready, but for like a casual goer,
But now, like,
But
I understand why they made the switch. Is what I'm saying.
I think once you showed that Garfield and Tobey Maguire and five other villains, 6 if you
Yeah.
count Venom, came from different places. I think you established that. Same with Doctor Strange. Those 2 movies could have did it
Like-
on their own.
Yeah.
And now it's like, let's bring Robert Downey Jr. in for Armor Wars. Let's bring.
I don't
fucking,
think he's gonna be in Armor Wars.
I don't either, but that's beside the point.
to me, this whole like huge cameo thing, for where it became a problem for me, and it wasn't even the cameo itself, is way back at the start of Phase 4 with WandaVision, and it's part of the reason why the show, to me, just I don't like it as much anymore. It's because of the huge cameo of Evan Peters
Yeah.
and them like saying he's her brother, and then the turn on that,
I don't
like, and then just the whole time teasing at characters, having everyone think there's gonna be a big cameo, and that's all everyone's talking about. That
And-
just like pulls away from me.
It's everywhere now too. Was the other thing. Like now, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like people are getting hyped up. They're like, "What's the next thing to
Ahsoka.
come out?" No, there's something else.
The acolytes.
Mandalorian?
It might be the Mandalorian. I don't know.
Season
Anyway,
3.
there was this big thing. Everyone was like going nuts because Han Solo was supposed to show up. Like
Oh, in
they're
the,
doing shit like that, like just bringing back like
Mandalorian.
legacy characters
Yeah,
and
it's
old
all
ones.
it's all legacy characters now because
Like-
we've gotten to this point in the
We've
industry
run out of
where
ideas.
all the IPs are old. We've rebooted them
Yeah.
all.
And now bring
it's
back
like,
the
now
legacies.
Now bring it back because nobody wants to make a new thing.
No, like what's Jurassic World did it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
brought in
Brought
like
the entire
Like,
cast.
like
and
I
then
never
nobody died.
watched it, but I'm sure like
Look,
Yeah,
I
the
think
last
it probably
one's
could have
really bad.
survived if you didn't bring the original back.
Yeah,
Yes.
the other 2 movies didn't talk about them, and then you're just
And then
boom.
it was just
Oh,
here.
they did a bit, but
Well, they didn't to the point where they were more of a main character than Chris Pine was in that movie.
Chris
Pratt.
Pine's not in
Chris
it.
Pratt. Too many Chris's.
Even like TV shows are doing like that. There's a That's 90 show coming out. Like it's literally
Yeah.
coming out, and they're
Well,
bringing.
well, that's more of a
Oh,
reboot.
yeah.
And
But
reboots
they're
are
bringing back
too,
bringing
yeah.
back
It's the
Red
same
and
Toph-
Kitty.
yeah,
Yeah.
Topher Grace
and
They're bringing
Eric
back the
and
entire
Donna.
Oh, I didn't
the
know Eric and
entire
Donna were
original
back, though.
cast,
Yeah, except
Hyde.
Hyde.
But it's probably
Okay.
not anyway. Like they did that with
But
Fuller House too,
I
but I
wanna-
don't think that's.
And
But no,
th-
but it's
in
the same
time.
jokes. It's literally the
But-
same. They're sitting in the basement getting high. It's like the same
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring a big part up to the cameo of
They should
where
be doing ketamine in the basement.
Yeah. Modernize it.
yeah, one cameo could make people watch an entire show.
Yeah.
We've watched Jeremy sit here for 8 weeks flipping out about Daredevil and She-Hulk because they advertised beforehand in the first episode.
But he would have watched it anyway. So
But you're sitting there waiting for that cameo.
When
You're
I
not
saw
caring
that,
about
yeah,
them.
when I saw the trailer though, like I had expectations for She-Hulk, and then Daredevil showed up in the trailer, and I was
Yeah.
like, bro.
Guaranteed a lot of people watch She-Hulk just for Daredevil. No problem. No,
And now-
no question about it.
There's some leaked concept art, promo art, whatever you want to call it, for the Flash movie that came out, and this is concept art, so it's not like footage or anything. But there's
Nothing
one.
official.
It's like he's running through probably the Speed Force, right?
Yeah,
He's running through the
Don't
Speed
do it.
Force. On this side, Christopher Reeve's Superman is there. Michael Keaton's Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, and there's a couple
They're
other
all
things
there.
like Christopher Reeve's Superman being right up front. Like they're doing something.
Yeah.
That's like look at this. This is Superman. That's
that Superman that's not the Superman you know.
yeah. This is Superman from the what is it 1960s or something?
This is the past
70s.
Superman.
Like just we're letting you know he could be here.
Well, the Arrowverse already did that by bringing in every character in
Yeah.
their one big episode.
That was
I hate the
that's not a,
Arrowverse.
I won't call that
Yeah.
a cameo thing because that was before everything started going
Yeah.
nuts, and
Yeah.
that's an actual DC
Well,
storyline.
I don't necessarily think that it's ruining things.
I think it's definitely taking a toll on like we're ditching a lot of more storytelling stuff
Like
just
multiverse,
for that one scene where you know the audience is gonna clap because
Multiverse
here's
of
the fucking
Madness
guy
didn't
that I
really-
want to see.
Multiverse of Madness didn't really have a story. Realistically, Doctor Strange got no further from the beginning of that movie to the end,
He got a third eye.
which looked like shit.
We had no reason, and it had practically no effect to have
anything.
the
The
Illuminati. Well, the
No.
Illuminati had
they did nothing.
there was no. They showed up. They said, "No, we got this. Don't worry," and then they all died.
And that
And even like Kevin Feige admitted, he said the only reason we put John Krasinski as Reed Richards is because the entire world was asking for it, thinking
Yeah.
it'd be a perfect thing, so we put him in there. You thought it would be amazing, and then we gave you what you
Yeah.
want.
they also gave us Black Bolt for the 5 fans of the Inhumans.
Yeah, like I've never watched the show, but like that dude is Black Bolt.
Professor X.
Yeah.
Like
And it's
Patrick Stewart.
It's
like
this
huge
big
reaction.
meme that I see all the time on TikTok and Instagram and wherever, and it's like, you know, Marvel fans waiting through all the credits just to hear, oh, Bibbidi Boopiti's here, and he's coming back in the next.
There you go. End credits. I bet
I
a
fucking
lot of
love those
people
credits.
wouldn't have went to Black Adam if The Rock didn't say Superman's back.
Yeah.
And that's caused a huge
Well,
problem with
that's-
DC
that's-
right now.
That's a mess. Now,
Well,
yeah.
DC has their own problems, to be fair.
That's
Yeah,
part
but
of it.
that's a big part of it.
Yeah,
Because if The Rock didn't fight for that one cameo, so people would go see his movie, we wouldn't have had Henry come back, leave The Witcher.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
and
many
now-
of these problems.
Like everyone, every fan, everyone wants.
More.
They
Yeah.
want everyone in every movie. There's no solo movies anymore. It's
Now,
just,
like-
it's like, give me, okay, we got a Black Panther movie. Well, we better see fucking Falcon better be in it, or you know, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever,
so,
whatever shit. Like,
Secret
you know,
Wars-
everybody's asking,
And it's
give
For-
me more characters.
yeah.
I want more
It's
characters.
not even just characters, it's actors too. If you go to the Fast and the Furious franchise, every movie they're bringing in a top actor just for one movie to go, hey, look, we got him.
And they
That's
did
not-
it too.
that's
They
not
brought
a cameo. That's not a cameo.
they brought fuck, what's his name? The one from Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I don't.
Whatever
I
his
haven't
name is,
watched
but
Fast and Furious
They
movies, I
brought
know what
him
you're
back,
talking
and I'm pretty sure he's dead.
No, he was. He was killed in Tokyo Drift, which was set like in a weird timeline, and then they goes, oh,
Yeah.
never mind, you're not dead no more.
Then they had to justify and be like, well, actually, Tokyo Drift takes place
Here.
after this. But anyway,
Yeah, it was Han. They killed Han, then they brought him back.
Secret Wars is a really good example
Wars
because
is
Secret
cameo
Wars is
galore.
going to be a cameo fest.
Yeah.
And what they're planning on doing is if this is accurate, so with Avengers 5, yes, Kang Dynasty, what they're going to do, that's going to be the new Avengers focused. So like Sam as Captain America, all these people that are
Shang-
currently alive.
Shang.
Shang-Chi.
And then Avengers 6, Secret Wars, is going to turn your ringer off.
I double checked, and it wasn't me.
Mine's always on silent. With Secret Wars, they're trying to do what they did with the time travel thing in Endgame, but it's so Avengers 5 will be from the new Avengers point of view or whatever, and then Avengers 6 is from the multiverse people. So instead of like the Sam Wilson Captain America, it'll be like Chris Evans Human Torch, and
Yeah.
fucking like they're gonna
So-
like that movie's gonna be focused on the other universes,
That-
but it'll be like probably like a 20-minute thing
Yeah.
where it's just bouncing around all
That-
over the place, and then you end up with this big fucking cameo thing at the end.
And that's the movie where the cameo thing is like sucks, but has to happen. Because Secret Wars, you need to have different versions of characters.
Yeah.
There's a story to Secret Wars, too, the newer
There is.
one,
There's a
the
story
newer
to
one,
the
the
newer
second one,
The
and it's
newer-
Reed
yeah.
Richards and Doctor Doom related. Well,
Yeah,
we're not gonna
and-
talk about that.
And there's like 5. Actually, there's a force of 20 cops that are all Thors.
Yeah.
So like you need multiple Thors.
Thor core.
Thor core.
There's a rumor that I saw, and I saw like a multiple like posts about it, that Tobey Maguire and
Hugh
Jackman.
are gonna have a scene together as Wolverine and
Fighting
Spider-Man, fighting Kang. And listen, I would love to see it, but if it's not like
If it's not like
earned or doesn't make sense, and it's just like, oh, they're They're
together.
just there to
You
be
know,
there.
I think
I don't want it.
I think a good way to compare it is the A Force. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they did an end game with the all females. Like there was no
Yeah.
need of that really.
No.
Every female at one point just came together.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on that. Let the record show, but there was no need of it.
That-
Yeah.
It just they did it to be like here.
Yeah.
Marvel likes to do the here, have hope, but I'm never gonna give you it. But just have a little hope.
Yeah. So that was them like just shoving something
Yeah.
in your face.
I mean, I'm like really interested to see where it goes with the cameos for it all.
Secret Wars is one of the only ones that it's like,
It's
okay,
okay.
cameos are going to be abundant, and that's just it.
Because they have to be.
But
'Cause,
that-
like, yeah.
I said this several weeks ago, where the whole thing came out. Kevin Feige's thing was like, I want to make Secret Wars bigger than Endgame.
Yeah.
There wasn't cameos in Endgame, but I think that's what the idea is with it. Like he's
There was-
using the cameos to make it bigger.
Yeah.
Like that's his
Well-
ace in the hole.
Because Endgame didn't. The only thing I would consider a cameo in Endgame.
Red Skull.
I wouldn't even say Red Skull. I would say fucking Ken Jeong in the
Yeah.
in the security is like the only.
That's a cameo.
That's
yeah.
the only cameo that I would say in that. Everything else is like, it's been earned because Red Skull we saw he got teleported away forever
Hammer.
ago. So, like everything else was like there was setup. There was some sort of everybody's there and it makes sense. There's a reason behind it. They're not just
Now,
hey, by the way, I'm here.
now with the rumor of Toby and Wolverine fighting together, you can easily earn that by him going back to his own world, finding out there's teams going looking for somebody else.
Wolverine's also going to be in the mix at this point.
And
Yeah.
Wolf-
Yeah.
Because
He'll be
Deadpool
with
3 will be
Deadpool
out. So
3.
he'll be somehow like
Deadpool 3. Also
Yeah,
probably
so, I
going to be a
mean,
lot
if
of
they-
cameos.
They build them up in Deadpool 3. They've already got Tobey Maguire in No Way Home. That I don't consider that a cameo at that
No.
point. That's just
That's
They're-
they're characters.
They're canon. Like
They're characters that are just coming back.
But and with Toby too, like this whole argument to me started like ramped up more of when everyone's saying would No Way Home have been better if or
Ain't no way.
no shit.
I'll be right back.
is it the Pope?
Better be the fucking Pope.
Leave this in.
Better be John Paul himself.
Just
Thir-
giving your
thir-
address
thir-
away on the fucking
13.
podcast.
You're fucking doxing me?
This is gold. We'll wait.
Oh well. And a word from our sponsors.
What the fuck was that? What's he doing? Is he dropping something off to you? Like, what the fuck?
Fuck yo uncle. Cuz.
Sorry for the technical delay there, folks.
Oh, what
Yeah.
the
Everybody-
fuck?
That's
Don't
staying
pay
in.
attention to the address that was
No, I'm
just
gonna,
said
I'm
on
gonna
air.
I'll bleep that. Don't worry.
Sorry about that. It was an important phone call.
Important phone call. Just all you did was say my address and then you hung up.
Hot.
Continue.
I
the way,
fucking would
as
have
a-
loved to, but
By the way, Garrett's phone number is.
As I was saying, a lot of people like once No Way Home came out had the argument: would it have been good without Toby, without Andrew, if we
Yes.
knew they were coming?
yes, I stand on that hill.
I think it still would have been a good movie.
If you
but-
take them out, Tom Holland did well.
Yes, he
On
did.
his
yeah,
own.
yeah.
They
I-
serviced him because they were like, we did this shit and this is what happened to us.
I still bet there were some people that were on the fence about going to that movie
Fuck
after
them
opening
people.
weekend. Heard, I own because you always had the people that I'm just a Toby Spider-Man fan. There's no better.
Yeah,
Toby's back. I'm gonna go see it. Like there's definitely people
yeah,
that do that.
but there's I don't know. I don't think you can take that away from something because like
Oh no,
that's no I know
personally
I know
think it's
I know
good,
you're
but I know
saying
the argument.
but like there's like fucking who. If I'm like, I don't really want to see this movie, and then someone's like, oh, Chris Evans is in it, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe if I'm on the
Yeah.
fence, I'd like find out an actor I like is in it.
Uh,
I don't think that really like.
Remember when we had our talk about, are you going for
Yeah,
that?
I know, I know. But yeah, I think No Way Home is probably one of Tom Holland's best Spider-Man performances,
I
He
think it's
finally-
if
the
not
best.
his best. Yeah,
he
yeah.
came into his own in that movie.
And it was, I think, without the cameos, I've talked about this before. I've said the same thing that I think it might be the same.
Podcast.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think the cameos are
they service the story.
Yeah.
Like
they're
without
not-
them, how does he go
They're not
from?
there for no reason. They make sense
No.
to be there in the story, and
How does he get from here to there without
Yeah.
Toby and Andrew in it? Because then
With-
then it's like
and
Uncle
it's
Ben.
man
like,
was
it's,
just sitting on a rooftop
it's
crying.
and it's Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's
it's not like they made this up just to have them in. Like
It's an
they do
actual thing that
Spider-Verse.
happens
Yeah.
in the comics.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's just like again with the argument of, are they going too far with cameos?
Yeah.
Like where like that does make sense.
Where does
That
it
one,
end?
but where does it end?
Yeah.
Like,
When is it enough?
Like if we had a Captain America movie and just
Yeah.
suddenly another Captain America, like another
Show.
Steve Rogers Captain America shows up and he's like, I'm here to fucking save
That's
the
not
day.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, what the fuck is this? Like you're
Yeah,
just doing this for
this-
no reason.
I was gonna say we did see a movie where Captain America did show up near another Captain America and then fight him,
I found Loki. He's on
Oh,
level
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
and then he did.
You
But
gotta
then he
But, like,
showed
you know-
that this is America's
Yeah.
ass.
And that wasn't a Captain America movie.
That was
No,
an
but-
Avengers movie.
But anyway, the point remains.
I think cameos are hurting
That's,
when not properly used. I
Yeah.
think is the problem.
Yeah, and I think right now the focus is too much on them.
Yeah,
Like,
the Illuminati cameos, I don't think were properly used.
No, I don't think that entire movie was
I don't like,
Properly
right.
used.
It wasn't.
I
Like,
think the other Doctor Stranges,
they were
you're good,
fine,
makes
yeah.
sense. I mean, they're not really cameos because it's just
it's the
Benedict
same person, just
Cumberbatch.
a different version.
Yeah.
But I think all of those are like they make sense and they service everything, whatever. But the
Yeah.
fact that we don't have, like, we don't already have an Illuminati in the MCU, and
So
then
why?
we go to another universe
there's
and
an
we find
Illuminati.
their Illuminati, which is made up of all these cameo characters.
Did you?
And is
It's
there
like-
Avengers?
No. Did you
Yes,
see?
they're
Did
just
you, there is
Illuminati.
Avengers.
There was an Avengers.
Did
Each
you?
had a team?
Did you hear the theory about why? Like, what was it? 838? Is that the world?
This isn't what we're talking about.
I want to talk about this though.
No,
this
we
is
don't.
why our videos go so long. But sure, what 838?
They said that the Illuminati made the event, like, got the Avengers to retire because he made the bots, like Tony Stark,
The
the
Ultron
Ultron
bots.
bots, and they actually worked.
Yes, he made Ultron, so they didn't.
So the
have-
Avengers all got their happy ending, is what they
Mhm.
said,
Yeah.
and that
That
made me
is
sad.
why he created Ultron.
Yeah.
And that made me sad.
So we get to go home.
That made me sad, and I just wanted to share that.
But
Anyway,
I thought I thought they called Maria Rambeau like the first Avenger or something like
no,
that.
they called Peggy.
Peggy was the
And
first Avenger.
Herbie, because you're only, if you go by normal Illuminati rules, you're only allowed to have one Avenger on the team, which means if she was the first Avenger, there's no Captain America.
Well, there's
Yeah.
no Captain America because we
Yeah.
got Captain Carter.
Well,
gonna get
yeah.
that?
We don't
No.
necessarily know that.
I can hear it.
Well, that's the general
Yeah.
idea with the Captain
Yeah.
Carter. Is that it's
It wasn't earned, and there's
Anyway.
there's a lot of shit
Anyway.
that's happening that's making me think
That-
of this, and it's
yeah.
fucking bothering.
I think earned cameos are fair, and I think the idea of cameos and the people that are asking for just give me everyone, like, I don't care, I just want to see them.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
care.
need-
I don't care what you got to do. Just give me Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire again.
Like,
That's definitely hurting because that's what fucking the big the execs are hearing and the fucking the money
Yeah.
know the studios are hearing that and they're going, oh well, we
Oh.
just gotta, they don't care about
Yeah.
the fucking
No.
story, just jam pack it with characters. And then
What's her name is supposed to be in Secret Wars 2?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner, yeah.
yeah.
oh yeah,
That's what I mean. I don't take any of the shit I see about Secret Wars serious anymore because it's wide open.
It's part of
They
the
can
story.
they can take anybody from anywhere. So now it's
See,
just like people can say
when-
it, and it's like you can believe it because
That-
it's just a cameo filled movie, really.
When you're
right
doing
now.
cameos, like, you gotta do them right, like with Spider-Man, or even with She-Hulk. Daredevil being there served a purpose of introducing him to the MCU.
Yeah.
It was bad when you drag his name in trailers to pull into people
For She-Hulk,
for She-Hulk.
Daredevil.
Like, that's when you overuse a cameo without even.
because they
using
knew
a
what they were
cameo.
doing with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and
They were like, "Come see
Daredevil's-
She-Hulk because look who's."
Yeah, Daredevil's kind of. I think
Like,
Daredevil
it could have been done
was
without.
poorly handled.
He-
I think for She-Hulk. I'm
For,
glad we got him because I love Daredevil. But at the same time, I think the route they went with him was not the correct way.
No.
Because he's in an area that doesn't make sense for him to be in
For a reason doesn't
for a
make
reason
sense.
that doesn't really make sense. And what did he say he was there for? Just
He
like,
was he was there
defend
to
his
be the lawyer
client.
for a suit guy.
yeah, for the suit guy
because that
who
guy
was
makes
introduced in that movie.
that guy
during
makes
that show.
Daredevil his suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was introduced in that show.
Yeah.
Which is like, flimsy.
Yeah.
He was there.
But-
To
Yeah,
fuck, he
let's-
was there to
a
fuck Jim
flimsy
Walter.
connection.
And then they use him in all the promotional
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I think he's a good example of a bad way to do it, but people love
Yeah.
the character enough so that
Yeah, he's also
People
now
gloss
getting his
over.
own show. Like
But-
he said, it's introducing him to the MCU.
yeah.
And that's the thing. That where you put him in, that's fine. When you use him in every piece of promotional,
That was
that's when you have your
I
problem.
still think his like reasoning should have been handled better.
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 Yeah.
That's what I
That's
mean.
fair.
If he
Because
was
they were
showing
focused
up-
on like, let's get Daredevil here.
Yeah.
Let's use anything we can.
Yeah.
He makes Daredevil suits. He's a lawyer. Makes sense. We can
Yeah.
do this.
It would have made more sense if he was showing up as an opposition side as a superhuman lawyer.
Even
Because they brought like the
with
superhuman
the superhuman
lawyer
lawyer, I can see that a bit better. But like even still,
from
it's
New
like
York's division.
from New York to L.A. It's
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
you're not making that as,
Well,
as a fucking lawyer. But like
Well, that would have to be if New York had a division of superhero law, they want
But this
someone
is-
else to look into Abomination. They send their best guy out. That could have been done.
yeah. But anyway,
Anyway, he's just there to screw Jim
yeah,
Walters.
to wrap it up. Yeah, there's
There's
we
a shift. There's something. There's a disturbance
You
in
gotta-
the force.
They got to find like a balance.
you gotta find how to have your cameos, but have them earned, and if you're just
And
like people got to stop just
Yeah.
wanting more characters because
Want a
we're
better
just,
story.
We're just gonna run out of people, and then there's nothing left to add in, and that's just that'll be it.
And like you guys mentioned before, this isn't just a Marvel problem. This is a problem with
DC,
every
Star Wars,
right now.
Everything now,
Every big
Netflix,
franchise.
70s
Yeah.
show,
Like,
Full House.
Every franchise is doing it.
Yeah.
The Flash is gonna have a ton of cameos.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve Superman. Like
Yeah,
that's
he's
like-
dead. Let
yeah.
it.
They're
Let
bring-
Let it
Like-
die.
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and listening to us a little shorter, like we said. Stay tuned.
Revamp coming soon.
Revamp, big
Reboot.
revamp coming.
Yeah, you might be seeing new stuff starting next week.
Yeah, you might, or
Probably
we'll
will.
see what we'll see what we can do. We're gonna try to get some better stuff out for you guys, so
Yeah.
you guys can be a little more engaged, and we can get some better content out.
Take us home, Glenn.
And to help us with that, it will be really big for us if you guys like, review, subscribe to the channel, go over, follow our Instagram, our TikTok at comics_cold or comics and cold ones. I almost said it wrong. I can never do that right, but if you guys keep watching the videos, maybe I'll get it right someday.
Yeah, definitely let us know in the comments what you guys think, and if you guys
Yeah.
have any thoughts on
And-
anything like
Let
that.
us know
And
for
me,
sure, guys.
Jeremy, Garrett, and Cam, thanks for watching another episode, and see you guys next time.
Bye.